taking myself out on like a little solo movie night. I did post a vlog last week, but if you saw the description, that was technically an old vlog that should have gone up in like the beginning of December. Basically, I've pretty much been sick since Thanksgiving. So let me give you a rundown of what the hell has happened since then. You saw it in my last vlog. I was like going in and out of getting sick, and then I got the flu on top of that, and I think because I was already sick, it just hit me extra hard. But I also did hear that the flu this year was just really bad. Technically night zero. I wake up in the middle of the night and my heart is beating out of my freaking chest. I open my Aura app because I have an Aura ring. I check my heart rate. It's 120, 121. I have a fever. I have chills. I have body ache. When I tell you that the body aches kept me up that night, it would take me like an hour to fall asleep. I would stay asleep for maybe 10-20 minutes, and I'm waking up because my body is just physically in so much pain. Immediately I was like, I have COVID. That morning, somehow get myself to a Target, and luckily I saw like a COVID plus flu dual kit first, because otherwise I would have only grabbed a COVID kit because I was so positive that this was COVID. Mind you, I've never had the flu before. I didn't even know the flu was this bad. Anyway, was negative for COVID but tested positive for flu A. So I was like, okay, cool. Not cool, but whatever. I somehow downed some like porridge, and then I take 600 milligrams of ibuprofen, and when I tell you, when those drugs kicked in, that night, I was doing research, and if you have the flu, it's best to take or start antiviral meds within the first 48 hours. Booked a telemedicine appointment that night, and then day 2 of the flu, I was able to start my antiviral meds. Day 2, the morning I wake up, insanely dizzy, insanely nauseous. Like I knew I was gonna hurl, but I didn't want to hurl on an empty stomach, so I just forced myself to, I tried to like eat some soup, and all of that came out. Have I ever vomited from being sick before? No, never. This is my first time. Started antiviral meds that day. Dizziness was one of the things that lingered the most. Dizziness and cough. Just keep that in mind. Day 3, my fever breaks, luckily, but still feel like absolute dog shit. I'm pretty sure I didn't shower for like 5 days straight. Not didn't. I couldn't shower for, I'm pretty sure, like 5 days straight. If I did try to take a shower before I was ready, I would have passed out. The nausea also lingered. Do you know how shitty it is to be nauseous, and because of the nausea you don't want to eat, but knowing that if you don't eat it's gonna make things worse, so then you have to force yourself to keep eating even though you really don't want to, and you're just fucking miserable. Don't even get me started on the GI issues. My gut was just super messed up to the point where there was one night where I woke up during the night thinking that I had appendicitis. Yeah, I won't even lie to you, ChatGPT was my best friend during this. Apparently, the flu messes with your GI tract, so you're just super sensitive. Day 10, this is Christmas. I wake up in the middle of the night because my throat feels scratchy, like there's this itch in my throat, and I start coughing to like relieve it, but every cough agitates my throat even more. It's like I need to cough because I need to relieve it, but coughing makes it worse. And it would start as a dry cough, but because I'm coughing, my body's producing phlegm, so it would start as a dry cough and then phlegmy. So there's like 3 days where I was routinely taking Robitussin. Day 13, I'm dealing with shortness of breath, can't breathe very well. I get an x-ray, luckily no pneumonia, no fluid in the lungs. I'm given 1 dose of a oral steroid to relieve the inflammation in my airways and lungs or something like that. I'm like, okay, great, I'm gonna get better. Day 16 of the flu, this is New Year's Eve. This is my first time talking in a while. 20 minutes in, my lungs and airways and throat are agitated as fuck. Like I cannot stop coughing. We have to stop by CVS because I'm out of Robitussin. I need Robitussin. New Year's, I book another telemedicine visit. I'm prescribed benzonate, something like a cough suppressant, I think. And then that doctor also prescribed me a steroid inhaler in the case that I need it, only if I need it. Day 21, I'm coughing again. And when I say I'm coughing again, it's not like no, it's I physically cannot stop. But by day 3 of benzoate or whatever, I was like, F this, I can't do this. I'm back to Robitussin. I thought Robitussin was pretty effective. Day 24 of the flu. I have a bachelorette trip that I need to go to. We were in Florida, and somehow the rest of the days I was there, I didn't need any dose of Robitussin. And this is when I start questioning if humidity is helping, because Florida is really humid and I just felt a lot less agitated in my like throat, lungs, and airways. 2 days after coming back, I'm literally back to coughing again, to the point where I need my inhaler twice a day. I'm not taking Robitussin though, so I'm like, okay, cool, my inhaler is helping me. 2 days after that, day 30, I'm back to needing Robitussin. Mind you, I'm really freaking discouraged at this point. I was like, dude, what the hell is going on? Like, I haven't been able to gym since Thanksgiving pretty much. Like, I've never experienced a cough like this. My asthma is like acting up, and I haven't had to like actively need an inhaler in years. And I was just like, is this gonna be chronic? I was just like, dude, I was like really stressed out. Day, I don't know really at this point, 35. ChatGPT actually recommends a steroid inhaler, and I realized, oh wait, my telemedicine doctor, my second round, she prescribed me a steroid inhaler. So that's currently where I am. I'm currently around like 2.5 weeks into taking a steroid inhaler. It's not like a rescue solution, it's more to reduce that inflammation, really help with that inflammation in my lungs and airways. Apparently this is normal, like it's called a post-viral cough, and I've heard people who have post-viral coughs for like 3 months. So yeah, that's where I've been. All that to say, I do want to like just have like a treat myself kind of weekend thing, and that's gonna start with taking myself out on like a little solo movie night to watch The Housemaid. I'm home, I've showered, I'm in bed, but obviously we need a debrief on the movie. If you like the book, I do think you'll like the movie. I actually didn't love the book, but I really did want to see the movie adaptation. I feel like I haven't seen a book to movie adaptation in a while. I'm pretty sure my last one was It Ends With Us, and that movie, I don't even want to talk about it. But anyway, why I didn't like the book, I felt like certain plots were thrown in there just for the sake of trying to make the book feel like a thriller. I remember when I was reading it, I was like, okay, obviously the first 50-60% of it is going to be the build up, and then when it should have climaxed, I thought everything was super random. Andrew being the villain, Millie, her having gone to prison for murder, like, okay, cool, let's make her a felon just to make her a felon and to like thicken the plot. Oh, even Enzo's character, I was like, what? This is so random to me. And if that's how I felt about Enzo in the book, I can only imagine how people felt about Enzo in the show or in the movie, because his character was basically non-existent in the movie. So even with the context that I had with Enzo in the book and I didn't like it, I can only imagine how people felt like watching it with no context if they hadn't read the book and they were just watching the movie. Even the resolution of the cop where the crime was like swept under the rug essentially, it's like, oh, that's definitely not realistic. I understand that this is a fiction book, but like at least somehow try to make it make sense, and it didn't. And so yeah, I just had a lot of issues with the book. Therefore, I also have those same issues in the movie. The last 40% of it, I would give it a higher score, which basically implies that I liked the scenes that were more Amanda Seyfried heavy or Nina heavy. I really liked her acting. Like the little sinister expressions. Her curls, for example, look perfect in the beginning, but then as the movie progresses, her curls are technically still perfect, but you start to see like the little crazy hairs. My mic's not on. I've been holding my mic the entire time and it wasn't even on. I don't want to re-record that, so we're just gonna... I'm pretty sure in the book, Andrew dies in the attic from dehydration, versus in the movie, I like that they tweaked it so that Nina opens the attic door thinking that it's Millie, but it's Andrew in there. So like you get a little bit of that whoa suspense, like, oh my god, what, wait, this isn't in the book, what's gonna happen kind of thing. I also like how they adapted Cece's character, because for whatever reason in the book, she was like really bratty, and unlikable, but in the movie, she's cute and funny, and you can tell the bond that her and Nina have. But yeah, overall, I think I would give the movie like a 6. But if you watched the movie, if you read the book and watched the movie, let me know. I would love to know your thoughts. I'm using a new camera. This is the DJI Pocket Osmo 3, and I'm just playing around with it now, and I definitely don't have the hang of this yet. Okay, let's see if that works. She looks a little light. If you gave me this and told me to guess what the flavor was, I would not be able to say this is salted caramel latte. Next on the agenda is I'm gonna go to the library because one of my books that is on hold is ready for pickup. It is The People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. Is it a movie or a show? I think it's a movie. It came out recently on Netflix. So I was like, okay, I haven't read the book yet, so I'm gonna do that. I went to Sephora because I wanted to pick up a conditioner from Bondi Boost, but I think most of their conditioners are online only actually, and they didn't even carry Bondi Boost, so I couldn't get that. And I was actually browsing. I really liked the Toast Road Peptide Lip Tint, but of course Toast was sold out, so I couldn't pick that up either. And then I mentioned in a previous vlog, but I really like the Clean Reserve cherry perfume on paper. Today I sprayed it on the paper or the tester and I was like, oh my god, this smells so good, and immediately snatched it up, but then decided to try spraying it on my skin, and thank god I did that because I hated the way that it smelled on me. Oh yeah, I don't know how it smells so different on the paper versus on my skin, and I was just so disappointed because if it smelled that way on my skin the way it smells on the paper, I would have loved it. But yeah, I ended up putting it back, and I only walked out with some lashes that I don't even need immediately. So that was kind of a flop. I'm going to the beach, so I'm packing a bag and we could do a little what's in my beach bag. I'm gonna take the book I just picked up from the library today, People We Meet on Vacation, and I'm definitely gonna be talking about this. More to come. We'll keep it at that. So taking these 2 books, we'll see what I'm feeling. Headphones, I have wired headphones and my AirPods. Probably listen to some music while I stroll the beach. Hair clip, because it's probably gonna be a little breezy, windy. Some Kleenex, because my nose is probably getting runny. Sunnies, my camera bag, water bottle, stay hydrated. I also changed into some comfy sweats. I literally think that's it.